Simon & Schuster Audio presents A Memoir of Grief Continued by Jennifer Weiner. Read by Susan Bennett.
"She's never looked better," Peter Schmidt said to his boy of the moment, from a corner of the kitchen. Ellie was in the hallway, her little dog Duncan trotting briskly at her heels, 2 trash bags in her hands, filled with the leavings of her husband's memorial party. Empty tinfoil trays that had once held kugel and lasagna, miniature bagels, whitefish salad, lox. She shouldn't have been able to hear anything from the kitchen, but after 40 years in their apartment— my apartment, her mind amended. Even with Gerald 6 weeks gone, she found herself continually working to remember that the apartment on the Upper East Side, with its spacious living room that overlooked the park and its dingy kitchen that overlooked an air shaft, was her apartment now, or would be for as long as she could afford it. She knew the acoustics well. There were corners of the living room where you could hear everything in the guest bedroom. From the master bathroom you could listen in on every word uttered in the front hall. Death becomes her? That was Peter's boy. Or rather the boy Peter was chasing. A literary agent named Sims Downing, slim-hipped and graceful, his hair in a neat ponytail and his eyes dark as river-wet granite stones. All of 27 to Peter's 62. People had known exactly what was going on after Peter, the editor of Paradigm Press, whose long-time companion of 30 years had died of a heart attack the year before, had started paying 6-figure advances for every proposal the handsome young agent had brought him, including a collection of free verse poetry and cocktail napkin doodles by the not-famous bass player in a once-famous band. Ellie and Jerry had been friends with Peter and his husband Michael, an eternally cheerful middle school history teacher whose real job, like Ellie's, was taking care of his brilliant, difficult husband. One morning, a year after Michael had died, Ellie and Jerry were picking up Jerry's usual bagels and a cake to serve after dinner, when she'd seen Peter and Sims at Sarah Beth's, huddled over maps of the 5th arrondissement, and she'd known, from the way Peter's eyes followed Sims's hands as they moved through the air, the way he devoured the sight of—
Sample complete. Ready to continue?